happy Monday to you wherever you may be in the world, and thanks for connecting. So it's happy Monday, Watermelon Day, and happy belated Friendship Day if you celebrated yesterday and are embracing Watermelon Day. I'm not actually sure what one does on Watermelon Day. So this is the first time I'm actually recognizing I'm recognizing the day. If you do recognize it, embrace it, let me know in the comments below. Let's talk about friendships and the significance of them, just in terms of being a creative entrepreneur, and why it's actually fabulous to have people around you who support you, believe in what you are aiming to fulfill in your life vision and your purpose and your goals. No matter how crazy the idea might seem externally, the whole thing that matters is that they believe in who you are as a person. The type of things that comes to mind for friendship for me is the characteristic traits of creative entrepreneurs and people who are in leadership or find themselves in leadership positions rather than possessions. Leadership positions. Why do I have possessions in my mind? Okay, positions. And yeah, just leadership overall. So these are the type of things that came to me, and if they resonate with you, is you may be perceived as a doer, go-getter, can-do attitude, problem solver, and strong personality, whatever strong means. I never fully embrace that, especially when a person says you are strong or be strong, or you're perceived as a strong personality. Reason being is that whenever I heard that word, it almost meant to me, or it felt like a shutdown. That person was not ready to hear me out. When I was about to express my emotions, the first thing they would say is be strong, or something like you get over it. So that's why it's like whenever I hear that word, I'm just like, I like more open type of like feedback, so that it enables anybody to feel comfortable in being able to express their emotions. So all these characteristics, traits that I've mentioned to you, you can come across as somebody who does not require emotional support, okay, for so many other reasons. Because realistically, some of us, and I resonate with this myself, is that naturally when you were growing up, you just did things. You could be like the oldest, it doesn't matter which structure in your family, but you have these qualities where you do things just naturally because you just take it on. You know, you just take it on and go on with it. You don't necessarily complain too much about like what you're doing, because you like solving problems, you like helping people. But then there's also downsides to that. The downside is that the more you're perceived as being something that shows because you carry those qualities, it can also be misinterpreted as though you don't need the same support coming back your way as well. So you may also develop a mechanism around you, like this stronghold, that because I'm seen as like a strong-hearted person, then I'll just get on with it. Even when I've got like emotional stuff, I'll just solve it on myself, by myself. Or you may not tell people things which are like hurting you like emotionally, because you just get on and resolve things, okay? So sometimes that can leave things internally which can become like a burden, okay? So the best way, I'm just gonna go through like things that I've written down, that just as you give out emotionally in terms of support, what you pour out, it is always best, anybody cannot deny this, to mutually receive something that resembles what you're giving out, in order to be able to concentrate on fulfilling your life vision and purpose. Because it can distract you if you're just pouring out, distract, drain you, and you never feel like this sense of like, you know, being fulfilled. So your focus would become something else, okay? It would become those emotions that are there, rather than being able to focus like on your and fulfilling your creative venture, or putting as much as you would like into it, okay? So it's always good to cleanse the soul. It is okay to be vulnerable, to not always be strong, although I don't like using the word, and to be seen as somebody who is vulnerable. There's nothing wrong with that, because after all, we're all human beings. As much as we're human doings, we're also human beings. And it helps to have something. When you're vulnerable, then you're allowing somebody else to come in and to understand you. It may feel frightening that if you let go, then you're pouring out these like kind of worms or whatever emotions you may have. But you also have options of who you can let in, so that you feel safeguarded around the emotions that you let out. And then there's also another step to it, is that also being prepared that some people may not fully understand, may not fully embrace your emotions, and being okay with that. Being okay with that because you have been able to express yourself. So always focus on expressing how you feel rather than what the other person did, okay, like the wrongs. So it's learning how to say more of, this is what I would have liked, this is what I would have appreciated, and because, okay, then it gives you the opportunity to focus more on yourself becoming fulfilled. Even if it is not reciprocated, at least you've learned your lessons learned, you've grown through it, and then you can decide whether that friendship or relationship is worth hanging on to if it keeps showing up in ways that is not helping you, it's not serving you well, and you're constantly feeling depleted energy-wise. There's got to be a time when there's like a cutoff point and a time to start focusing on relationships which serve you best, so that you can show up in your best creative form, like in your highest sense of self. Continue to embrace that. And the positive relationships, even though we learn from the negatives, the positive relations are the ones that are most likely to build you up into what you're looking to aspire to be, in terms of somebody who is like confident. But confident does not necessarily mean you've built up your confidence because you've had people help in boosting you up and supporting you, but it doesn't mean that you don't feel anything. It just helps you to achieve more goals, basically. Okay, so I've mentioned that if they don't give back, fine. You've said it, it's out. It's out there, it's out in the universe, and you've released whatever you needed to release. It pays off emotionally for your creative entrepreneurship venture to be able to express yourself. Let me just see if like I've forgotten anything else. No, I think that's all really I wanted to connect with you today, is that in order to grow as a creative entrepreneur, part of that journey is also about feeling, challenging yourself to feel, to be able to express yourself and let it out rather than in, and let it consume you and come out in ways which affect your well-being, physical and mental well-being. You can only pour out energy that is healthy if you are also like working on being able to release the things which make you feel unhappy. So thanks for connecting with me. If anything that I've said today resonates with you, let me know in the comments below, including the challenges you faced with friendships, relationships that have either made it hard for you to be able to express yourself, or where you feel that you would like to be able to express yourself so that you feel like you have something that is an outlet that is supportive. Yeah, and I'll leave it there. Bye for me for now. Until next time, look out for topics on social media marketing. Hit that subscribe button to receive like notifications from me when I upload new videos. Ciao for me, until next time.
Say what you wanna say to me